Welcome to the Rapid Change Matters Rapid Fire Question Round. 2 minutes to expose the attitudes, beliefs, recommendations and perspectives of all things change work. My name's Howard Cooper and I'm joined today with, give us your name and what you do.
James Brown. I'm a magician, a pickpocket and a hypnotist.
Thank you, James. Your time starts now. What's the worst advice currently being given out within the world of change work?
To follow rules and limited regulations. Basically to believe in spells and rituals.
If you had to reread one book about change work 100 times, what book would it be?
Rather embarrassingly, I have never actually read a book on change work, particularly, so pick one.
If you could have a personal one-on-one session with any therapist or change worker, past or present, who would it be?
Richard Bandler, simply because I think he's one of the greatest showmen in our industry. It wouldn't be about listening to what he's saying, it would be about watching what and how he did things, if that makes sense.
Can you think of a concept or an idea that you used to believe was true, but you've subsequently changed your mind about?
Most of them. I'm forever progressing in my thinking, changing what I do and don't believe in. But if I had to pick one, it would be the idea that mystical trance is actually required for any kind of hypnosis to work.
You mean it's not?
Bullshit.
Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to your 20-year-old self?
Accept people where they are and accept yourself where you are. Other than that, I keep my mouth shut. My experience of life, both good and bad, have entirely shaped me, so why would I deny myself that?
What's the most successful change work related result you have experienced on yourself?
Realising that I'm actually good at things and accepting that there are also things I'm crap at too.
Most important belief for a change worker to have?
That there's a time and a season for everything, so to resist the temptation to force change in other people when it is not time.
And final question, what do you believe is the biggest misconception people have about the work you do?
Oh, the usual thing that I'm going to make people cluck like a chicken, etc., etc. I'm not a comedy hypnotist. I do things very differently.
Time! Thank you, James. And to hear a bigger, fuller, more in-depth interview with all things James Brown, along with detailed interviews with other leading therapists and agents of change, simply visit www.rapidchange.works.